T Squad, it's me, Keisha, and I am here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 4, Episode 10 review. Yes, you guys, I have seen all the footage from today. If you don't know, if you're living under the rock, Martell and the Scotts got into a physical altercation while filming today. I made a video hours ago. I'm just waiting on YouTube to monetize it so I can make it go live. So be on the lookout for that video. But on to tonight's episode. So we start the episode off exactly where last week's episode left off, with Wanda coming to Jalen's housewarming party and kicking up dust like she always does. So Wanda come over there talking about, I heard y'all was talking about my daughter, and get to calling them girls some bitches and stuff. And Kimmy was like, ain't gonna be no bitch. Not up in here. And Jalen was like, you're not gonna be calling my mama no bitch in my house. First of all, she would have been escorted out at that point. Like, ain't no fuck filming, fuck all that, bitch. You got to fucking go. Come in here calling these girls bitches and shit. And you not damn near 95 years old getting involved in 30-something-year-old girls, women's business. Why ain't you at home knitting, bitch? Like, take your old ass the fuck on somewhere. How about you shake a bone and get the fuck on? I'm so sick of this damn lady. She is the absolute worst, and she has literally gone beyond too far at this point. So Marceau feels like Tisha needs to get her mama in order. Like, she really honestly does. And, you know, Tisha likes to say, I can't control grown people. No, you can't control grown people, but you can check your mama and tell her you are absolutely 100% wrong. Don't come up in this boy house calling his mama and everybody else up in here that are women bitches. She should have said something right then and there and checked her goddamn mama. And first of all, like I said, she should have been escorted out at that moment. I wouldn't give two fucks. So then Marceau pulls Maurice to the side and basically says that he blames Wanda for all of their issues that they're going through right now as far as their marriage, because, you know, he lets Maurice know that she, you know, brought up this so-called cheating allegation of him being in a hotel with somebody else and putting all these things in Tisha's head and upsetting her. And I was like, as far as that's concerned, as a mother, she should bring that up. You are the one that played mind games like you Doctor Strange or somebody and never wants to all out answer questions that leave your wife in the dark and looking stupid. So it's not just Wanda. You're to blame as well, sir. You're basically the cause of all of this. So Maurice says, you know, Bill, before we go on this ATL boys trip too, you need to make sure that it's all good in the hood at home. And Marceau assures that they're solid. He was like, Tisha, trust me, like everything is all good in the hood. But I'm like, it's not, sir. Have you not been watching the show the last 4 seasons? It's not okay. Your wife is literally a ticking time bomb who doesn't know which way is up and which way is down when it comes to her husband. So then we switch to a brand new day, and Mel is at home preparing for her skincare launch party. And Miss Vanessa, my fave, comes to support her daughter and to help her with the event. And Melody brings up the fact that she's changing her last name. She no longer wants to go by Holt. She's going to go by her maiden name, which is Rogers, which I think is a good idea. I really do, because that Holt last name, you know, even though that name has, you know, been with her as she has been catapulted into, you know, stardom, it has a negative connotation to it, you know, and I just wouldn't even want to continue to walk around being called Miss Holt at this point, because Melody has shown and proved at this point that she can make it on her own outside of that marriage. So Tiffany and Kimmy meet up for dinner in the Kiki, and Kimmy lets us know that she has recently gotten her brokerage license and that she and Maurice have started a brokerage firm. And I say congratulations on that, but I thought she was saying she didn't want to do real estate, or was she saying at some point? No, okay, so at first she was saying she didn't want to do real estate. Then she said that she could juggle both. So now she doing brokerage, and is she still a nurse? I'm so confused. Like, Kimmy got a new job every season. Like, I'm starting to think Kimmy is Tommy. Do you really got a job? God damn it. What in the hell is going on over there? But nonetheless, congratulations. So Tiffany brings up the fact that, hey. It's been so long since I said it. She brings up the fact that, Louis says that, he wants her to spend more time with him. And, they've been lacking in the, romance department. And he feels like she's just too busy. But she says they made a pact when they got married that they would spend 4 years really grinding with their head down, trying to get to this shmoney. But she also says that, even with that agreement, she wants to have a baby. But he's pretty much like, I don't want no baby, and we barely spend enough time with each other anyway, and you're always busy. So how the hell we gonna do that and juggle a baby? So, what's her name? Tiffany asked Kimmy for advice on the situation, and Kimmy was kind of like low-key just side-eyeing her like, girl, you sure you want to start all over and have a damn baby? But if you feel like you can do it, girl, I support you. That was pretty much Kimmy's stance on everything. So then the whole ATL boys trip comes up, and Kimmy says that she doesn't think that is a really good idea for them to do another ATL trip, considering at that time when they were filming, the whole picture gate from years ago was still in full effect on social media, which I agree, but it's salacious for the television show, so I guess so. I don't know, child. So then we see Martell at his new crib. He has moved into a new home, and we finally got to see the outside of his house because, for the longest we thought this nigga was living in a shed. So Martell has hired a tutor to help him get his builder's license. Oh my God, I'm so proud of him. So happy that he finally got up off his buns of steel and decided to do something for himself and stop being so goddamn lazy. I just honestly think that nigga is hungry. He tired of eating top ramen. He tired of wearing tank clothes. He's tired of shopping at Goodwill. And he tired of begging folks for jobs. But hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Hopefully he passes. So then it's the day of Mel's skincare launch party, which was some months ago. And, everything turned out beautifully. YouTuber Bondi Blue was there. She got a chance to meet with Mel and the other cast members, which was really great. And Kimmy was there. Tiffany showed up. Stormy shows up, and Kiki showed up, or whatever. Of course, her mom was there, and the children were there. And Kiki arrives and she speaks to Stormy, and Stormy kind of gives her a dry high, like she barely wanted to speak. And I was like, what's up with that? Like, what the hell is going on? So Kiki peeps game and asks her face to face, like, what's good? Like, we got an issue? Like, cause I thought we were fine the last time we saw each other. And in Stormy's confessional, she basically says that she can't fuck with somebody that would basically talk about their cousin in the way that Kiki talked about Tisha to everybody at Mel's pajama party. And I can see where Stormy is coming from with that, but that's no reason to be rude to somebody, just to be like, I don't even want to speak to you, because that ain't got nothing to do with you. Once again, that ain't got nothing to do with you, Stormy, and you putting your nose where it do not belong. You can still be respectful to somebody and just not fuck with them on that level. But at the same token, Kiki didn't, from what we saw, because there's hours of footage that are always cut out, but what we were shown, she really didn't say too much of anything. You know what I'm saying? And what she did say, it was her truth. And Tisha did her wrong. You know what I'm saying? Tisha the one kicked this whole thing off. So I can't really say Kiki was 100% in the wrong for answering a question. I personally wouldn't have probably went there, but I don't know. It would depend on how the relationship is with me and that family member. If I just don't give a fuck about her ass no more, or him, I'm gonna speak on it and just keep it moving, because who gonna check me, boo? But it is what it is. But I felt like Stormy could have handled that better. From what we saw when Kiki confronted Stormy, Stormy was just sitting there like, I'm like, why didn't you have that same energy from what we saw on camera to tell her, like, I don't like the way you was moving at the pajama jam? When Kiki was questioning her, she was just sitting there with the stank face on. So unless it was cut out and we just didn't see her response, because I'm like, just tell her how you feel, you know what I'm saying? And I do appreciate that Kiki, handled that shit right then and there. It wasn't no going back and forth, talking to everybody else about the situation. Then it getting into Stormy's ear. She confronted it right then and there. What was distracting me, though, was Kiki's frosted eyeshadow. I just wanted to spit on my thumb and wipe it off. So then we see Mel's presentation for her skincare, and I must say I really like the presentation. She had models come and wash their face in front of everybody to show how the products worked. She even had a model get into her milk bath, and it was just done really, really well, so I got to give it to her on that. If you guys hear little clickety clacks in the background, that's my ice maker going off. Anywho, so Kiki asks to speak to Kimmy one-on-one, so they step out and they have their little one-on-one conversation. And she asks Kimmy, are they good? Because, when she received that phone call when they were having the Galentine's Day night, she picked up some little, animosity coming from Kimmy. And Kimmy was like, you don't think you said anything negative at the pajama jam? And Kimmy was like, no, I really don't. I feel like I spoke facts. I didn't lie on nobody. No. And so Kimmy was like, to me, it was just a shock that she was even there. And she was like, why would it be a shock? And Kimmy was like, because I've been around for 4 years and I never saw you at anything. And Kiki was like, well, I'm tired of the childish high school ass games where I feel like if I go to support anything of Mel's, then my cousin was going to be mad because she want me to be mad with her because she's mad with her. And I'm like, Kimmy, you of all people should understand where she's coming from on that. Like, and I did the video a few weeks ago showing where Kiki pulled the receipt showing that Mel had invited her to pretty much all of the main big events that Mel has had over the last few seasons. She has always invited Kiki, but Kiki always made an excuse of why she couldn't come, which backs up her explanation of feeling like she needed to lie and give false reasons of why she couldn't come because she didn't want to be stuck in the middle and have Tisha feeling some type of way and being mad at her for going to Mel's events. But at the same time, we're grown and come on now, like enough is enough is enough. And I would think that Kimmy of all people would have understood that. And so Kimmy feels like Kiki just shouldn't have said anything about Tisha that night. And Kiki says, I felt like I was saying it in confidence. And Kimmy was like, how did you feel you were saying that in confidence around a bunch of girls that you don't even know like that? And you know what I'm saying? We're in front of cameras, love. So I agree with Kimmy on that one. Like, girl, really, really, Kiki? Then accuses Kiki of saying that night at the pajama jam that she witnessed Marceau cheating, and Kiki was like, I never said that. What I said is that we had a conversation about him cheating, and Kiki reiterates that she feels like she didn't do anything wrong. So at this point, they're just at a standstill, and neither one of them, can agree at this point. So they just agree to disagree. Then we see the Scotts go to dinner together. So it's Tisha, Marceau, Kimmy, and Maurice. They all have dinner together, and Maurice brings up Wanda and how she behaved at Jaylen's housewarming party. And Kimmy was like, at this point, y'all should ban her. And Marceau cracked up laughing. And Tisha was like, we not going to ban my mama. And I'm like, why not? Because your mother is out of control. She's really out of control. And she's disrespectful. And she's doing team too much. And as we saw today, with what happened on today while they were filming, your mama did way too much. So Marceau says that, if need be, he would ban Wanda from coming to their home because he's, vowed to protect his family and the peacefulness inside of his home. And I don't blame him because Wanda is toxic. So then Kiki's name comes up, and Tisha was just like, I don't really know what to do as far as that situation is concerned. And Kimmy was basically like, I don't deal with stuff like that. Like, I understand it's family, so it's a different level to it. But you know me, I just don't deal with foolishness like that. So then Marceau jumps in and was like, basically Kiki feels some type of way because, she feels that Tisha told her business to Mel and Martell. But he says that if they hadn't have told what they knew about her to Martell and Mel at that time, then they would have been considered bad friends. And he tells Tisha that I would have never apologized for it. So I want to know at this point, what was it that she told them? Because they making it seem like she was a drug addict, like she had somebody, coming for her, like she was a rapist. Like, what was going on that y'all just was in dire straits to tell the Holtz before this girl came to their house? Like, I need to know what it is now at this point. So Kimmy was like, Kiki said everything she said that night was true, and that she didn't do it with any ill intent, and that she did talk to you about infidelity. Tisha denies it, said we never talked about infidelity. And Marceau then says that what she's claiming is that Melody told Kiki some shit about him cheating, and his exact words were, Mel told Kiki about me. And Kiki told Tisha, and she's saying it like they actually like had a whole conversation about me cheating on my wife, like it came from Tisha, but really she was going to Tisha, telling Tisha shit that Mel told her. Child, the whole thing is just a game of fucking telephone at this point. So Marceau at the end of the episode was like, I don't have grace for anyone that comes from my family, and basically in so many words could say it, saying that Kiki can get it too. Like, he don't give a fuck at this point. He tired of these motherfuckers putting dirt on his name. And next week's episode, we'll see the whole fallout with Kiki and Wanda's side of the family confronting him, and it's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. I must say that Love and Marriage Huntsville is the show that keeps on giving on camera, off camera, behind the scenes. It's just too much to even keep up with. Like, every week is something going on with these damn people, and today was no exception. My God. Overall, I give tonight's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I give it a B+. It was a good episode, but considering what happened today in real life in real time, that shit beat this tonight's episode. But it was still good. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.